Hey there, folks. My name is Andrew Animated, and I talk about all things nerdy, but I mostly stick to animation and 3D content. I'm here today to bring awareness to something that is nefarious and ridiculous: the crazy actions taken by the Pokemon Company and the USPTO. In case you haven't heard, the Pokemon Company has officially gone off the rails with this latest tidbit of information. For ages, we all wondered why they didn't take any action against Pal World. Well, guess what? These mofos had a slow simmer going the whole time. And what was their plan, you ask? To file a patent. That's right. Pokemon has officially filed a patent against a game mechanic that is old as time. And to me, this is just absolutely ridiculous. What are they going to try to IP next? The theory of evolution or the domestication of animals? And honestly, the domestication of animals has been a thing since humans have popped out of the ground. So I really don't understand where they get off trying to do this. I think that they're trying to copyright the entire human mythos. Human history is full of literally thousands of stories that involve summoning. If you look at gaming as a whole through the history, there are so many breeder games that are similar and that are such a far cry from Pokemon. And if I'm being honest, a lot of these breeder games had characteristics that Pokemon could only dream of, which mysteriously got integrated right into their next generations. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at Dragon Warrior Monsters and how they had male and female monsters as well as a breeding system, which did not exist in Pokemon until the later generations. So my thing is, are they trying to say that it's okay for them to take, but it's not okay for anybody else to take? I don't care where you stand or what your circumstances are. If you can't recognize that the Pokemon Company has indeed borrowed from their own genre of monster breeding, then you must be blind. For some reason, I feel like this decision was reviewed by a board of stuffy old boomers that have no concept of the world outside of their own familiar cultures. Honestly, did no one at the USPTO ever pick up a book? Have they never looked at mythology? Did they just not research this because they didn't feel like it? They said, oh, it's a Pokemon Company and Nintendo, and they want to put a patent on this. That sounds fantastic. Let's go ahead and do it. I feel like whoever gets paid, 5 to 6 figures to do this job, let the entire gaming industry as a whole down. Now, don't get me wrong. I completely understand and endorse the protection of IP. But seriously, I think that this is a precedent that can't be allowed. We all know that Pokemon stands for Pocket Monsters. So, are we saying that they own the right to the term monster? Despite the various forms and interpretations around the world, are they going to go after anyone that turns a real animal into a monster in their art and then make them pay up for it? This needs to be stopped. This makes them look like they have zero faith in their own creation and like they want to own human history and common ideas that predated technology as a whole. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Pokemon as much as the next guy. I grew up with it. But this has left a pretty bad taste in my mouth, I have to be honest. To be honest, I feel like in general, the franchise has little more to add to itself. And that's why every recent release has only been slightly different from one another. There hasn't been a full Pokemon catalog in its own legit region with no repeats or variants. Pay close attention, folks. Something's going on. Well, my name is Andrew Animated. I hope that you enjoyed one of my rants. I'm going to be talking about a bunch of other stuff on my channel. Don't really have a focus. I'm kind of like that. So if you like it, you like it. Yeah, hope to see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.